Sure. So this calculation is something we do every year, and it's a creative way of illustrating the profound earnings differences between those at the top and everybody else. Using the best available data to create an hourly pay rate for FTSE 100 CEOs suggests that their pay for 2022 will surpass the amount the median full-time UK worker earns in an entire year, by early this morning. We've been doing the calculation for a while now. We assume that work starts on the day after the New Year bank holiday. And this is the first time that CEOs have had to go into the fourth working day of the year to surpass a typical worker's annual earnings. And that's because a lot of CEO pay awards have been reduced as a result of the pandemic. But the fact they're earning what most people would consider an entire year's worth of pay in 4 days rather than just 3 kind of puts the reduction into perspective.
Len, Luke strikes me as a very reasonable guy who's clearly done his research. Why is he wrong?
Luke is a very reasonable guy, and I've debated with him before about this. This report comes out every year, and in fact, what it shows this year is that compared with the previous report, the degree of inequality has actually fallen slightly. But of course, it's still a huge amount. But the question is, what do you do about this, and what are the implications of trying to mess around with executive pay? I mean, the other thing I always think about is why are we just concentrating on this particular aspect of inequality? Last week, it was rumoured that Manchester United are about to pay Paul Pogba £25 million a year in his new contract. And yet, we're raising the issue of say, somebody like the chief executive of Tesco, which has been very important during the COVID lockdowns, on a more modest £5 million a year. So, I mean, what is the basis for doing this? How would we ever change this, and what would the knock-on consequences